During the time in Chicago, what kind of work were you doing in terms of the Gangster Disciples?
Well, it wasn't just Gangster Disciples. It was all different gangs. It was there were El Rukins there, Vice Lords, Gangster Disciples. There was traditional organized crime. There was like you name it in the crime world, and Chicago has an element of it.
Well, the reason why I ask is because in 1989, you actually had a meeting with Larry Hoover. Okay. Tell me about how this meeting came together.
Well, me and my partners had been running around pretty hard in Joliet, and Hoover's crew ran that area. And I got a call that Larry Hoover, who was locked up at the time in Joliet, wanted to meet with me, and wanted to meet with me and my partner, actually. And I thought, like, man, this guy wants to come in. This guy wants to help me somehow. This guy wants to give me some information. Whatever his motivation was, when someone that's that influential and that powerful wants to meet, like, you take that meeting. And what it turned out to be was anything but that. He was just like, man, I wanted to put my eyes on this white boy that's causing all these problems for us. And it actually resulted in nothing.
Right, because Larry Hoover, who was the founder and leader of the Gangster Disciples, at one point he had like 30,000 people working underneath him, and allegedly they're making $100 million a year from drug sales. And I guess he was still trying to run that operation, allegedly, while still in prison, right?
Well, he had a massive narcotics distribution network and organization. And ultimately, yes, he was still trying to call shots while he was locked up. I think ultimately they moved him to a supermax prison to prevent that, so that that was going to cut those communications off.
Right. And he's doing 6 life sentences right now at a supermax in Colorado.
You know what? When you get that lick, man, you're a bad boy. No doubt about it, man. You're a rough character. When you get 6 lives and they put you in the supermax, that you ain't coming back from that one.
Well, at this point, Larry Hoover is 72 years old. And Drake and Kanye had a free Larry Hoover concert, which they try to raise money for his defense. His son has spoken out, about the whole situation. Larry Hoover himself has denounced any sort of connection with the Gangster Disciples. He's essentially a grandfather, an old man at this point. He says that he has no connection with the group nor any influence to that group in any fashion. Based on your involvement with him and so forth, do you feel at this point that it's fair to let him out, or do you feel like he should die in prison?
Well, you know what? That's not my decision to make. Like who dies and where they die. He was responsible for a lot of pain and suffering during the course of his life. I'm a big believer in second chances. I think everybody deserves second chances, but it's not my place to say that he deserves one and he earns one. Maybe that question would be better presented to some of the families of his victims.
Fair enough.